All right. So this Queen of Wands, whose emotions were likely, this could go for male or female, and this could be vice versa. Okay? Somebody here busted some shit, busted a scandalous move, which really put somebody in a place where they were like, yo, I need to center my emotions. I need to get more grounded. I need to, get to a place where I am willing to learn how to forgive. That doesn't mean that you forget. You better not forget. That's the whole point of you experiencing what you experienced with this person, and the pain that you experienced with this person was for you to remember that playing with fire will burn you. When you get into a relationship with someone that you think you know, that you really don't know. I mean, it takes a lot to get to know a person. It really does. And if you're dealing with a person that's like a master manipulator, I'm telling you, they can morph and turn into a chameleon. You don't know if this person knows some form of sorcery, if it runs in their family. You don't know what type of manipulative skills that they have that can really pull you down and take your amazing potential away. And they don't even realize that the energies they're carrying are doing all the work. And they don't even recognize the fact that they've got like energies with their hand up their ass, moving their mouth around like a puppet. It could ruin relationships like, shit. I mean, ketchup on a salad. Those two don't go together. That's what I see here. And someone chose to become independent and said, you know what? I'm the Queen of Wands. I know my worth. I am not going to jail for nobody. Because you pushing me there with what you did. Whatever it was that you did. Then I see this Empress. Now this could mean that you, Scorpio, are pregnant with ideas, creativity. You just, you know what I'm saying? You're turning your pain into more positive things, which I totally support and think you should do. You should not feed negative energy. You shouldn't. Oh, negative energy wants you to feed it. Believe that. That's the 3D part of ourselves, the physical aspect of ourselves that, always wants to have what we want right now. But see, the eternal being understands that there's so much to learn, and the learning process is the most important process. And it comes with a lot of challenge. And it takes a strong person to be able to get through those challenges. When you do it the right way, with the Creator, not with its counterpart, if you could even call that. Counterpart is the devil. The devil likes to shackle itself to you. The devil represents, some form of addiction or some form of something that you can't say no to. For some people, it's lustful energy. They can't say no to a woman who gaps her legs wide open. In an instant, doesn't matter if the man's married or not, he's gonna do it. Because he wants his cake and he wants to eat it too. And men have this thing about them. I hate to say it. It's like a freaking alley cat. It's like a cat. You take this stray cat in. This stray cat looks so sad. I'm so hungry. I'm just a baby and I just don't know. Oh, it looks so cute at first. Before you know it, the cat's eating more than you are. You're spending all your time over here buying kitty litter, smelling their shit in your house. They're tearing up your fucking furniture. I'm keeping it real. For those of you who have cats, I'm using this as a metaphor for y'all to get what I'm trying to tell you here. They eat more than people. Cats are like the most high maintenance ass animals and finicky as hell. They only want to come around when they want some tuna or when they are in the mood for affection and will jump on your bed and act like they paid for it. When you're the one doing all the work to maintain their well-being. Now, I mentioned this in my daily release today and also in my live. I do believe men are more like the felines. And the divine feminine in men has been awakened. And they don't know what to do with that energy. They now have to face the music associated with their sensitive side. And their sensitive side has been affected because a lot of men have completely lost the loves of their lives because they thought the loves of their lives would stay around forever no matter what they did, honey. But they don't realize that trust plays a huge role in keeping a good woman. A good woman is not going to stay with you if she cannot trust you. A good woman is not going to stay with you if you're going to lie to her. A good woman is not going to stay with you if she knows her worth. She's not good. She's not going to play your game. Your games aren't going to work anymore. Not if she finds out that you have been having affairs all throughout the entire course of the relationship, marriage, whatever. You can pretty much chalk that one up to the game. And you will always have a sense of regret because everything that you get after that will be much more low vibrational than a queen. Queens do not come a dime a dozen, and goddesses damn sure don't come a dime a dozen. And depending on how much work you do on your divine mission, I'm going to tell you right now, that's the difference between if you just going to be a queen or if you're going to actually really graduate to become a goddess. And what makes you a goddess is when you embody not only the high priestess, but also the Hierophant and also the Empress and also the Magician. When you embody all four of those elements, you can pretty much call yourself a warlock or a goddess. You can pretty much call yourself the embodiment of the divine. And the embodiment of the divine is a no-nonsense individual. Has compassion, but at the end of the day, if you continue to screw over God, what do you think God's going to do? Continue to let you just screw God over? You think God is just some genie in a bottle that you can rub on this bottle and say, oh, I'm only going to come to you and I want you to come out and grant me a wish? No. And that's what a lot of men have been doing to women, and women have had enough, and they're ready to start their new beginnings. And men are all pouting and then acting all fucking, stupid and shit about it. Like they just can't get over the fact that, they're suffering the consequences of their actions. Some of them have literally slid down a razor blade into a pool of alcohol because they know that they actually got another woman pregnant. And if they haven't found out yet, they're going to find out. I mean, you have no idea. I do readings every day. Some men have gotten their boss, their business partner's wife pregnant. Not only are you going to lose your business, you're going to get your ass beat. And if you're going to get your ass beat, then you're going to try to defend yourself. Somebody going to jail. And you're going to have to temper all this and try to keep this shit on the low so that none of this shit comes out. Because, hey, you trying to keep your main thing. Because your main thing is your main thing. You know, you can't stand your main thing's butter longer than 2 minutes. You know what I'm saying? You could go make a low vibrational bra behind a dumpster, he and her, for a whole hour. But I'm telling you, you can't stand your main thing shit for 2 minutes. That's why she your main thing. So what I see is, you know what I'm saying? I see a whole lot of female energy here. And the only male energy here that I see is depression and someone who's like, you know, I want to give a message of work. I just want a message of work. They're burying their heads in their work and like kind of ignoring the whole situation. They're not responding to their mistresses right now. They're not responding to their divine feminine right now. They don't know what to do because they're not really familiar with these emotions that they're feeling right now. Emotions that are forcing them to actually take responsibility for their actions. This is the Page of Swords, news of information, and then the King of Swords, okay? So it looks like there will be news of information, that there will be a huge cutoff coming up soon that will make some of you, Scorpio, very happy. This is involving a Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. It's going to end a commitment because of somebody's infidelity. The person who was cheated on is going to start over, drop all the burdens associated with the person who was playing all these mind games and lying. The person who is starting over is going to get the justice, you know, and they're also going to enter into a new union. And the person who is playing all the mind games is going to get the Tower. The Knight of Pentacles represents somebody methodical. That methodical individual who's playing all the mind games realizes that they did not give and take the way that they were supposed to. This is a part of their karmic lesson, and all they can do now is pray. And what they're doing is they're thinking of a strategy in a way to offer. They don't even know if they should even offer their love to you at this point, because they know that you're likely not going to take them back. They know that, and they would much rather keep the little bit of pride that they have left. You know, the little bit of ego that they were able to hold on to, that there was so much of their security blanket. They'd much rather keep that. And they're in decision mode. You understand what I'm saying? They're making a decision. You know what I mean? Should I offer my love to my mistress, or should I offer my love to the person that I really love who doesn't love me? You know, and this person doesn't love me anymore because I betrayed the fuck out of them. Well, what do you expect? You expect love from somebody that you didn't love in the first place? That you had carry, not only they had burdens of their own they had to carry, but not only did you exacerbate their pre-existing burdens, but you put burdens on them that was like completely unfair, out of pocket, and just wrong. Scorpios are water signs. They're very emotional people. They're emotional people, and they love to show their emotions with their intimate partner via sex, as it is a very intimate thing. Sex exchange is intimate. It was meant to be such a powerful act. And when you just have frivolous sex with people and these lustful relationships that then turn into love, I'm going to tell you right now, lust does not equate to love ever. It will never, ever last until the end of time. It won't. Any relationship that starts off with lust and you think, then it becomes love. The foundation of that love is lust. That's straw, baby. That ain't concrete. Consider that. To close you out, yes, there were third-party situations, but you are rebuilding. And, whomever I'm speaking to is a high priestess and knows every damn thing that this person has done and is likely pretty tired of doing all the research associated with what has been done. It's an old fucking story at this point. They're ready to move on and start really exploring whom they are as a person and realize what they learned out of the situation. And it was a painful situation, but at the end of the day, it looks to me like these Nine of Cups the Nine of Cups represents happiness. Other readers could see this card for whatever the hell they want to see it for. It represents happiness.